Right, so that's 2 runs dropping grandkids off, and I'm shattered today. I mean, this is the first time I've had a chance to come to the camera, and it is now 3:30. So basically, I'm going to go into town, pick up a few bits, and we're going to cue yesterday's time. Roast dinner today. I just haven't got time, so it's beef and chips. Not what I wanted, but there just isn't going to be time. It's been chaotic, to say the least, as normal. So we had the 3 youngest grandchildren overnight. We got them about tea time yesterday anyway, and actually my youngest son was here, and he ended up cooking the tea for them. I'd already sorted out what they were going to have, but he cooked it for them. So it was, what did they have? They had waffles, chicken dippers and beans. And then after sorting out the sleeping arrangements and eventually getting them all off to sleep, I then had a bit of a rough night with one that wakes up needing a bottle during the night sometimes, and 2 others. Well, one of them, he was a bit, I won't say he was having nightmares, but he was having dreams and kept shouting out and what have you, so I had to keep going and checking on him. What else? And the dogs, of course, wanted to go out, and then the wife needed seeing too, and it was just, yeah, I think it was I think before I finally went off solid to sleep and didn't get woken again was somewhere between 5 and 6 this morning. But yeah, so I hadn't been left another car seat, and I've only got 2. So I could only take the oldest one and one of the younger ones at once. So it was 2 trips into town for that. Then went and got me shopping, and then because of the weather it wasn't that good, and as it happens I did a time lapse yesterday because I had a feeling about the weather. Because yesterday was a bit sort of on and off. It was going between this, which is grey and overcast, and raining, which it already has done today a bit, and sunshine. As it happened, it was sort of like grey and overcast when I went into town yesterday, and sunshine when I came back out. Hence, you've got that time lapse in. Plus, of course, I've also made some more bits of footage to go on. I have to be careful I don't get pooed on here. To go on the stock footage website. So I did that last night and did those bits and pieces where and when I could. The beef's in the oven now, and I'm shattered. I mean, it's 4:30. The beef's only gone in about 20 minutes ago, something like that. So I mean, it's going to take a couple of hours for that, and I just couldn't be bothered in the end to do everything else along with it, you know, do all the Yorkshire puddings and the veg and everything. So I'm just doing chips, you know, peel them, slice them, fry them, quick and easy. So I was reading what was it? I think it was Robert Cooper tweeted it out actually, and I retweeted it or something. It was about the iPhone rumours and what have you. I saw it somewhere and retweeted it anyway, and it had a purported image of the back shell, which looks like it's going to have the fingerprint scanner in the back, which I know a lot of iPhone users don't like that, and it could cause handling problems when you come to use Apple Pay. That's the only thing with that. Unless they rework that bit, I don't know. But because obviously a lot of people won't want to put the front of their phone down on a scanner in case they get scratches on the screen, which, you know, it will happen. So I'm not sure about that so much. I mean, I'll be upgrading whatever, whether it's a 7, a 7S or 8 or whatever. I mean, if this 8 is the prices that they're already sort of guesstimating, then I don't think I'll be bothering with it unless it's got a hell of a lot of extra features that are really sort of usable, especially from this point of view as well, actually. And then of course there's rumours about the new Apple Watch coming along as well, that they're going to rework that and there'll be possibly a FaceTime camera in it and stuff like that. I think they'd be better off refining what they've got and increasing its battery life, really. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, when you speak to people, I mean, there's loads of them on sale at the minute on Facebook, you know, on the Facebook sale pages. You go and have a look, you'll pick up an Apple Watch, you'll pick up a first gen for under £200, you'll pick up a second gen for under £300. You know, people are just not getting the use out of them. And I mean, it's like my daughter, she loves hers for the notifications, but what she really misses is the sleep tracking and stuff like that. You know, she just can't, because she used to have she sold a Fitbit charge before she got that. And she much preferred that. Or was it the Nike? No, it wasn't the Nike band. It was a Fitbit Shell, I think. And you know, that's what she likes. She does miss that feature, and you know, it's all right saying yes, the Apple Watch can do it, but by the time you've worn it all day, it needs a charge. And it's all right saying it needs, you know, it'll charge quicker now because it's got X charging in it. So yeah, great, you can charge it quicker. But then you put it back on your wrist, and if you happen to go then to a late night shop to go and buy something, you've got to re-sign all back in so that you can use like your Apple Pay or anything like that. So, you know, unless they rework the way you charge it, whereby you can plug it in via some sort of small USB device whilst you're actually sat at a desk typing or whatever, you know, in which case that wouldn't be quite so bad. I mean, it's like this thing, you know, it's, yeah, alright, it's got limitations. I can only see the last 3 notifications, but it's a week, you know, it's a week between charges. And so, you know, you just have to pick and choose your notifications with it, and that's the main thing I would use the Apple Watch for, which is why I've never bought one, because that's the only real use I would get from it. It just needs to bring a lot more to the table for me. Don't know what that was. I thought I felt a drop of rain then. I've got the kids' bikes to put away yet as well. And then yeah, it's just, I don't know, I mean, I've got editing to do and I've got some videos to do, but I've just found out that I've got the eldest grandson coming for 3 days as of tomorrow, which of course the big kids aren't at school now either, are they? So yeah, it's going to be a hectic summer holiday, I think. I got another turn down email for a job that I applied for. That was delivering the like bottled gases and what have you. Apparently I was shortlisted to the top 20 or something, but they had somebody come along who was perfect for the job. The email said something like that, or he had all the qualifications needed or something. So yeah, it's I'm still looking though. I haven't given up yet. It's not something I do easily, actually, is give up. But yeah, it looks like it's going to rain again. A bit undecided about it. But yeah, like I say, last night was a bit hectic because one of the wife's carers cried off sick at the last minute as well. She wasn't well, and of course when you've got bugs and stuff, you really don't want them bringing into the wife and what have you. So, oh, somebody's shouting, "You're horrible." She's a troll. Oh dear. So, I think Fred's hurt himself actually. He's acting a bit gingerly around anything to do with jumping. Whines at you instead. So I'm not sure. I think maybe he's twisted himself, because he did something the other day. He was on the bed with the wife, and he was wrapped up in the sheets. And what happened was something set him off, and he ran off and shot off the bed. But he got taffled up in the sheets and pulled them off with him and landed funny. And he refused to move for a little while, and then eventually it all eased off. So it's probably something to do with that. But he's not well. I'm just hoping it's not going to be another one of those expensive fixes that he had last time, because of course he had that spinal operation that was silly money. It was 4 figures, I think, in the end, something like that. It was crazy. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna shed door swinging. Everything's just sort of hypersensitive at the minute. I think it's sad to be so hyper with all the kids here and what have you. You gotta have eyes up your behind, haven't you? If you're a parent of young children, or a grandparent of young children that has them a lot, you'll understand what I'm on about. You need eyes up your backside, especially when you've got the little one in the cupboards trying to get what is it like? Oh, she goes for the dishwasher tablets for some reason, so you've got to stop her getting them. And the other thing that she got one day, I thought her mother was watching her, but her mother wasn't watching her. And we came in the kitchen and found her sitting in a pool of rinse aid for the dishwasher. Yeah, she managed to flip the top up and squeeze it all out all over the floor. Well, it runs out pretty much. That stuff is quite thin, isn't it? So it's chaos sometimes, I tell you. But I hope you've all noticed I've had my ears lowered. That feels a lot better having that done. Need a shave though. Anyway, I'm gonna go in and get back at it, guys. So, raining again, guys. It's just the weather at the minute for us, isn't it? It's yeah. Have me tea. This is my last sort of run out to town anyway, so might be a bit grainy this, because it's getting quite sort of gloomy out. But yeah, so I'd say that piece of beef actually cooked really well. You know, sometimes you sort of excel, don't you? And you know, it's sort of like you think, well, I don't know what I did different. But that I don't know what the cut was either, actually, because I was out when he turned up yesterday, and the wife shouted in through the window, said she wanted a bit of beef, and then he brings it in, and she just gives him the money, like. So he's quite good like that. So I don't know what the cut was, but yeah, it just came out really, really tender. It just cut easy and it tasted nice. It was a really good bit of beef. And like I said, we had it with chips. I very nearly had a chip pan fire, actually. It's quite scary, you know. You have to get ready to sort of like turn the gas off really quick and cover it with like the tap running ready to and a tea towel in your hand, so that you can, because you need to get a damp tea towel, don't you? Turn your gas or your electric off, whichever it is, and throw it over. And all it was I didn't realise the oil had just gone a little bit past heat, and you know, it was just a little bit too hot. So as I put my first handful of chips in, I dropped one in, and it seemed okay. I thought that's okay then, so I dropped a handful in behind it, and it fizzed right up. and it was just starting to run over the edge, and it's left a small pool on top of the cooker, but fortunately it didn't catch fire, so I was lucky. But yeah, I've got it all done anyway, and it's all pretty much cleaned up now. I've just got to wait until my chip pan cools off a bit, and I'll drain the oil and stick that in the dishwasher and set it all going. So yeah, so anyway, I've just had to come back out again, but I've done now, that's it. Go home now and get on with editing this, because I'll finish it here in the car basically. Still flooding a little bit there. They were doing something with the drains. Now they actually dug the road up here, but back there just off the roundabout it actually it floods up, and it's quite a bad one for it. It's not flooded as bad as it could be, but it hasn't rained enough yet, because it can literally just like flood all the way across, and well, to like the middle of the road, because the road's got a real strong camber just there, and ever since that roundabout was built, that has always flooded really bad. So like I say, I know they dug it up, we had traffic lights, so well, I think they showed up in last week's vlog time lapse actually, the traffic lights just there, but they took them up on the Monday, I think. It was either the Monday or the Tuesday they took them away again. So, but yeah, it's one of them sort of situations where you come off the roundabout, and then you've got like the little island, haven't you, that divides the road just there, and if there's nothing coming the other way, you've got just enough room between that little island and the pool of water to actually just sort of squeeze past and go round the water rather than through it, because it's pretty deep, like, you know, it's, you know, at the edge it can get sort of like deeper than a curb, you know, so you're looking at a good 5 to 6 inches deep of water, you know, which is enough to ruin your car if it gets in the wrong area. You know, as many of you'll know, you know, you've only got to get an egg cup full through your air intake, and if it gets far enough along the air system, that's it, it's in your engine, and yeah, it can be a damned expensive repair. I mean, I've not checked on this car. A lot of it's to do with where the air intake is. I remember watching a documentary thing on it. It was where, it might have been a YouTube video. It was this guy who he was using one of those. I think it was a farm animal dip or something, and he had it filled up with water to about, it was a good foot and a half deep, something like that. And he had a 4-wheel drive. Now, it wasn't a Land Rover, I'm not sure what it was, but it hadn't been altered. There was no modification on the air intake. And then some really terrible little car. And he said, what I'm going to do is, he says, I'm going to take both of these cars through here slowly and show you how it works. And they were proving basically it's all about keeping an even speed, you know, and not hitting the speed too hard. And basically what he took them through at set speeds and then did it again at a different speed, went a little bit faster. And strangely enough, the 4-wheel drive ended up having to be towed out, and the smaller car made it through. And what it was, he showed you afterwards, he towed it out and he sat them side by side with the bonnets up and showed you where the air intakes were. And what it was on the 4-wheel drive, even though it's higher off the ground, its air intake's actually right behind the bumper. So it's actually very low down, and the air intake on this other car was right at the top. You know, like the older school engines where you had an air filter sat on top of the engine, and you know, it just had an air opening on it right on the top of the engine. I mean, obviously it varies from car to car these days as to where that opening is on your air system. Obviously they're a lot longer than they used to be, aren't they, and have all sorts of valves and sensors and all sorts in them now. But yeah, I know the grass is suffering out front here now. It's down to the trees. The trees are just getting too big. We've got to do something about them. They're getting ridiculous. I mean, this smaller one here, I can manage that. I'll manage it easily with a handsaw or something, but it's the big cherry tree, the next one over. It's huge. We're probably going to have to get a lumberjack out to that, I think, and take some of the higher sections down. It desperately needs doing, and I need to trim the common willow out of that. By God, that has shot up since we got this rain. Because obviously, you know, they're usually like they're a graft. So like you see these weeping willows, and what they've done is they take I'm not sure what the actual tree is, and they cut the stumps and they graft them. So this weeping willow that the wife has got, what's happened is from the graft underneath, the shoots have come out, and they go like wildfire. I mean, it's a good sort of like, it's knocking 10 foot tall at the minute, so I'll have to just nip those off. They're quite thin at the minute, like I said, they should just nip off with some secateurs. Yeah, it's crazy how you just need a lot of rain and then some sunlight, and that's it. Everything just goes crazy. It's like, you know, like my back grass does, it goes absolutely crazy. I chopped it real short last time as well, and then raked all the dead out of it, which has helped as well, like so. And it's ready for a cut now, actually, and it's absolutely grown up like the hammers of hell. It really has. But anyway, guys, I've not got a lot else to say, so we're going to call it a day here, and I'm going to go and edit this, and I will see you guys next time. So do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you later. Cheers, guys. See you.